Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Miles Morales.
And Miguel O'Hara back with another episode of Mind of the Matter. This is about to be a banger. So much to talk about. This movie, insane. He ain't know how to act after he saw that damn movie.
Bro, I was like a little kid, bro, in the toy store, in the candy store,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, that
I-
John. It was amazing. We, what I'm saying, we got the costumes.
bro, I don't care, bro. We fanboys, bro.
Hold
We put up in a costume last night, bro. Nobody said nothing. They asked us
up the costume.
what movie we were here for. We were like, what?
Yeah, we looked at each other like, what?
But anyway,
Right?
dog, this movie, bro, like,
That was
all right, let's
in-
just take it down one notch.
Yeah, bro.
Cause, bro, all right, how did you feel, bro? Like, how did you feel going into this movie? Cause we did a video earlier this year, right? Talking about
Yeah.
our most anticipated movies for 2023, right? And Spider-Verse was number 1, bro. Did this movie hold up to your expectations? Like, let me know what you thought, bro. Cause this movie, bro, it hit my heart for sure. How did it hit yours, bro?
This movie had me thinking I was about to go save some shit. This movie exceeded my expectation. I was thinking, this is only gonna be like a 10 out of 10. This genre ended up being like a 13 out of 10. The character development, the story of having to go from a kid to transitioning into like sort of like a teenager with responsibilities, hiding stuff from your parents, becoming your own person, believing in yourself, stop having this negative mentality, start going out and doing stuff, but at the same time, knowing where you're coming from,
For
knowing
real,
your
bro.
roots and who your family is. I feel like the emphasis on family and knowing who you are and getting out of your comfort space is like, it's very clear that was like
That
the
was a big
main,
lesson.
that was like the main takeaways of the movie that
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten in terms of like the character development with Miles, and then all the Spider Society and all that trying to stop him and downing him, especially with Miguel.
Miguel
My
don't
man,
play, bro. He don't
yeah, man, he
play.
cold, he
That
cold.
guy's he's exactly like Doctor Strange. Like, dead ass. Like, man's is literally like, yo, the fate of everything, like, this depends on this one thing, bro, and you're not gonna mess it up for the entire universe. Like, he's really like, he has no emotion. Miguel O'Hara, like, 2099 has no emotion. He just thinks off of logic. You know what I'm saying? Like, in this movie. And it's great to see him and Miles, bro. Because Miles, like you just said, like, he's literally transitioning from a kid, and now he has more responsibilities. And he has more responsibilities than most of the adults in any universe right now. You know what I'm saying? Because, like,
Yeah,
everything that happened in this movie, bro, like, bro, from point one, right, where, like, he was at home and, like, swinging through the city and all that. But then towards the end of the movie, bro, man's like, bro, like, he went through a more experience, like, more how do I say it? Like, an experience that no other, like, adult would actually face. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, the stuff that he faced in this, he's faced the entire Spire Society. He's faced himself, like, what he did in the past and how that was a cause and effect, bro. Like, that it just shows you, like, how things happen, like a cause and effect, on things that you do in the past, how it could affect you in the future. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, hold on, let me, bro. I'm about to
that
suffocate,
shit got
bro.
hot as hell, bro.
I'm about to
That's
suffocate,
about
bro.
to die.
But overall, man, like, the relationships between everybody, the father son relationship, the mother son relationship, bro, was like, my hair was a major, like, major key, especially in this movie, bro. Because, like, I'm pretty sure, like, you're a son. We're all people. We're a son. You're that relationship between you and your mom, bro. Like, it kind of like you revisit it in, like, the movie and stuff, and it shows you, like, really how much parents really care for their young one. You know what I'm saying? How they want them to succeed, but not everything that, that me and you do, they're not always gonna see that as, yo, like, they're not always gonna see that as, success, not successful, but, like, they want another path for you, but you know the right path for yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I feel like we got a lot. It's not just character development and, like, relationships, but we got a lot of lessons throughout this entire movie, bro, and that really hit me, bro, like, really hit me.
You know, the lessons in the movie, they're ones that like, uh, uh, the main takeaways is like, how could you, like, how do your parents see that you're doing things wrong, but in your eyes it's right? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that could be applied to like basically a
absolutely.
lot of people in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like you try, like they think you're doing bad things, but in reality, it's
It's
like,
really
you know what
good.
I'm saying? I'm doing good to things. You
You're
know,
doing the best
so
for
it's
yourself.
yeah. So it's
Mhm,
like that's not always the case, but for some people like that, that probably hit close to home for them
mhm.
in terms of like,
I mean,
you
it's
know what I
kinda
mean? Like your
I'm
parents having
yeah,
that trust in you and being scared to tell your parents like when it comes to like career choices and all that stuff, like
yeah, bro.
that's really, and like the fear of like not being accepted or seen differently. That John probably
It
hit like
hit.
a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
'Cause
it's a very, it's a movie where like you can feel for it in terms
yeah.
of like your personal life, and I feel like with what makes a movie good is that impact on the audience. You know what I mean? Like how Guardians of the Galaxy with Rocket, the impact on the audience is what makes a movie good, not just the action and all the other stuff. It's more of like that connection, that the connection that you can get from through the characters. That's what
Mhm.
makes a good movie.
And that's what makes people relate to it, cause you got the connections, and, like, to be honest, like, even, bro, us, bro, like, personally, like, like, me and my parents, right, like, okay, like, they wanted me, cause they're in the medical field, so they wanted me to go in the medical field, but I'm like, "Yo, like, I wanna be a trader, like, I wanna be an investor," and, like, they were like, "Yo,
Yeah.
like," like, just coming from, like, well, I know, like, I'm from Brooklyn, and, like, they're not from this
Oh
country.
my
You know what I'm saying?
god.
Like, my parents are not from this country either. So, like, how, like, first generation, like, entrepreneurship is, bro. Like, a lot of first generation entrepreneurs, especially if you don't have any wealth, bro, and you're trying to create that wealth, it's like it's a whole paradigm shift. And, like, I feel like, they're not gonna understand certain things that that I wanna do, right? And they're gonna be like, "Why are you
Yeah.
taking these big risks, right? Why are you taking this risk?" If you don't risk, you can't get no reward. So it's kinda like I could definitely relate to that Miles character, right? And, just feeling like, you kinda belong, and having to go through hardships and stuff like that. Like, bro, like, this shit hits home, bro. Hits home for sure. The animation, bro, talk about the animation, bro. Oh my gosh. Like,
The
this is
animation,
next level shit. Next level, bro.
the first movie really revolutionized the way like certain movies are being
Yeah.
animated. Like Puss in Boots, it had that animation style. The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that's coming
Yeah.
out, it also has that animation style. So I feel like that animation style was very, very revolutionary with how movies, animated movies are being made, and with No Way, not No Way Home, with Across the Spider Verse, they just added to you know what you could do even better with the animation in terms of like adding those shades of like
Colors, bro.
black on some of
Yeah.
the characters, like the grays, the blacks, just the color and the way that they're drawn. Like if you notice, like certain close-ups, you can see like how they sketched their faces. I can still see
Mhm.
like the
The
circle and
line.
like the face lines and
Yeah.
everything like that. Yeah, so it's like with the animation, it's like you can still see like it's done, but it's not done. Or like
It's just
that's like the
original,
effect of
bro.
it, being like kind of like a cartoon where you just like unfinished cartoon where like you're just flipping through sketch ideas.
Mhm.
And with the fight scenes, the animation, the color, it was very, very crisp. Like it was very detailed with Miguel O'Hara's like his webs, how they were like almost
Red.
futuristic.
Mhm. And Miguel
It was,
O'Hara was one of the characters that had, like, the sketch, like, you could see, like, the sketch
yeah.
lines on him. Like, that was so cool because it was, like, original, like, and it was cool. And, like, bro, everything, bro. The scene where they were sitting over Manhattan, right? From Brooklyn. Like sitting in Brooklyn but looking over Manhattan. That was beautiful, bro. Like that was a beautiful scene. Like especially like when they turned it upside down, the colors, the sunset, everything. Um from them swinging into the other like universes, like bro, they swung into like mad different universes, and it was like they went to the Lego universe. Like that was completely off guard. Like I didn't know any. They swung into the Venom universe. Did you realize that the lady, the Venom clerk,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
bro,
yeah,
it's the spot. Oh yeah, this is a spoiler review. So if you know what I'm saying, but
yeah, yeah.
the Venom universe, they swung into that. They showed a lot of different universes, and I felt
And a lot
like.
of live action clips from
Mhm.
like the past movies. They also showed that too.
Yep, and they really break it down why certain things have to happen, right? And I feel like, um, like when in life, right, things happen for a reason, right? And this movie is a perfect example of why things happen for a certain reason, and why there's some, why people follow, why people say follow your destiny, right? Because like everything happens for a reason. If you make a mistake, it could lead into something that's bringing success for you, right? Or if you lose somebody, right, it could make you a stronger person. It could change your entire life. Whatever is in front of you, right, in that moment within your life, bro. Like it has an impact, right? And there's a plan for you, right? And that's exactly what this movie really brings out, right? And if you try to change that, if you try to change yourself, it could lead into, if you be somebody that you're not, put it like that, you're not, it's you're not gonna really live life fulfilled. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna be living it up to your destiny. So like I feel like that's what Miles really went through within this movie as well. Everything happens for a reason, bro. And like that's what all the Spider-Man, especially everybody's seen the other Spider-Man, right? Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, like how Tom Holland, freaking Andrew Garfield, how their stories played out with losing somebody, right? And it, I don't know, like if anybody else peeped, right, when we were watching it, but
Hmm.
obviously, like I caught on to this after the movie, but then like I realized that like he didn't have a Spider-Man in his, like his Spider-Man in Miles' universe died, right? And he got bit from like a different universe of spider, which was
Hmm.
42. But then it sent him to that universe. Remember when he went to go see the Prowler? Like
Hmm.
it sent them back to the universe that the spider came from, bro.
Yeah,
Because there was
because
no
the
Spider-Man.
DNA of the
Yeah,
blood was from 42.
from
Yeah.
42. So I was like, yo, like the way they meshed that together, bro, like it was definitely like, yo, like bro, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? I had immediate reactions inside the movie theater. I'm like, yo, like pointing at the screen and shit. Like I actually like, had those reactions. Like this movie will make you have those reactions. And, it was good at delivering that
Hmm.
for sure, bro. In terms of like the movie itself, speaking about the runtime, it did seem kind of long at times, like especially at the beginning. Like I thought it kind of started off slow, but it was a slow burn. Like it was a literally like it was kind of like a slow burn into like building up to what was actually gonna happen.
Hmm.
Right? I don't know if you felt that way. Like, how do you feel about like the length of the movie and the runtime, bro?
I thought it was good, honestly. Like
Yeah,
I like when I didn't think like, oh, when is this movie gonna be over? It was more of
yeah,
like
no, no,
I wanted more.
yeah.
Like now, you know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I wouldn't have cared if that joint was 4 hours long. I would have been straight.
For real, bro. I mean, that movie did leave us on like it left us wondering like, bro, we stayed when we were in the movie theater, we literally stayed until the whole movie theater. We were the last ones to leave the movie theater. Like that ass.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
literally like, yo, like I want more. Like we didn't get up, we didn't like do nothing, bro. We were just watching the screen, like while people were getting up. We thought there was an end credit. There was no end credit, so you don't have to stay to the end. But like this movie will leave you in your seats until the lights really, really turn on. You know what I'm saying? Until the screen really goes black, bro. Like we was in there just wanting more. because this is what it's a part one. This is a part one to the part two, right? Um, so I mean, everything like, um, what are some scenes, bro, that you really really liked, like in the movie? I mean, cause like I mean, not a lot of people. This is the first, it's June 2nd. Today's the official release. People obviously are gonna be seeing this weekend, but like,
Hmm.
some scenes that really touched you, like how, like just like explain them. Um, Kind of like, what you like about it, and like how we got to talk about a lot of things. There's so much to talk about,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just like I don't know how to really sum it all up, bro. Like it's just a lot.
In terms of like
Yeah.
fight scene, like action scene, I like the Miguel versus Miles kind of fight
Mm.
against like the whole every single Spider-Man from every single universe. I really like that part. In terms of like dialogue, scenes of like dialogue, I really liked when Gwen left, that scene with Miles and his mom. I feel like that was the best scene in terms of like
Oh yeah.
character. That was like when the character development was really going to like peak,
Mhm.
because
She's like,
that
don't let
that
nobody.
moment
Yeah.
led to him realizing a lot of things about himself and what he can do. Like,
Mhm.
remember when all the doubt was coming in his mind, but then he realized that conversation he had with his mom, and then once he realized that, all of his thoughts became positive instead of negative. That's when he had confidence in himself, like full
Mhm.
confidence in himself. So I feel like that was like one that was an important part in the movie, and it was
Mhm.
also like the best scene between two characters in the movie.
For sure, bro. Cause like he was like, don't let nobody else think you don't belong here, and like, bro, like that shit hit, especially when he was on the train. He was like, I'm gonna just do my own thing. I'm like, yo, like, like I'm tired of people telling me what to do. I'm gonna just do
Mhm.
my own thing. Like he realized, and that's the thing. Like that's really the transition from a kid to an adult. Like, you a kid, right? People keep on telling you got to do this, you got to do that. What are you trying to do in the future? What do you keep on getting asked these questions, and you keep on getting told what to do, right? But at that point in time, bro, like he really grew up right there, because like he was like, yo, I'm gonna just do my own thing. I know what's right for me. And if anybody else in their right mind, bro, was him, they would have do that same thing, bro. Your dad is on the line, bro. Your fam, bro. Your dad's about to be the captain, and the spot. This happens to this is a what did they call it? Uh, like it's a certain event that they called it. I forgot the name of it. It starts with a C. When everybody goes through that loss of losing
Oh, the
someone.
cannon, the cannon, the
Yeah, the
cannon.
canon, right? So everybody has that, right? Now, this is about to happen to Miles, and he literally figures this out within 2 days of his dad passing, right? His dad didn't pass yet in this movie. In another universe, yes, he did. But like he figures out, and it's like, damn, bro, like this is it's not a hard decision for him, but it's like, yo, like this could really mess up, like, the timeline of the universe. And I liked how they showed 2099, how he showed like the whole multiversal timeline, right? And that's
Hmm.
something that we've seen in like multiple Marvel movies. We've seen that in Loki, at the end of Loki season 1, right? We've seen that in Spider-Man, like in No Way Home. We see that in Spider-Man when everybody started coming through. You've seen the little lines and stuff, all the villains and stuff. You know, we seen that multiple times. He broke it. There was no other multiverse movie like this one, right? No other multiversal movie, Marvel movie did the multiverse like this movie did. And I just want to say, like, I wasn't confused. Like, even like Doctor Strange, bro, like they was jumping, like it was not, it was too, I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't really for me. I didn't like that multiversal movie, right? But in this one, like you could really like you could follow it. You weren't really lost. You weren't really like, what is this? You weren't questioning anything because they were right with you the whole time, right? And even if they were like, even if there was a twist, like you're like, oh, like you know what I'm saying? It's not like,
Yeah.
because some multiverse movies, they lose like regular audiences, especially if you're not into it. They'll lose like a regular audience, and the audience would be like, "What the hell is going on, bro? You got two Spider-Mans on the screen, bro. I thought there was only one. You got three Ben Rileys, like you know what I'm saying? Like this movie did not do that. This movie actually like you a regular person could go and enjoy this movie and understand like the whole multiverse from this movie. They broke it down, they developed it, and they delivered it. You know what I'm saying? Um, there was one thing that I did wanna the cameos, right? So you had Craven the Hunter in the John, right? Yeah, Craven the Hunter pop up, right? You know, that's another movie that's coming out
Was
this
it the
year.
live action Craven? I didn't see the Craven. Was it the
It
live action
wasn't
Craven or
it
like
wasn't
a
a live action Craven. No, no, no. It was animated. But you know, like but then that's Spider Society because we can't say like it's because Childish Gambino, which is the Prowler in the MCU, I believe it's the MCU because that's
in
when
Homecoming?
in
Yeah, in
Homecoming
Homecoming.
he was live action. So I don't know, bro. It wasn't live action Craven the Hunter, but I just like that whole like villain like whatever jail type of thing that they were in
To
prison.
the jail, yeah.
Yeah, like you got a lot of cameos. You had Doc Ock. Another thing that I had a question was when Miles was swinging out of that area. Doc Ock was like, "Hey, Peter." I was like, "Yo, what if that's the Doctor Doc Ock from No Way Home that got pulled into there?" You know what I'm saying? Because he's the only one that says it like that.
Hmm.
So like, what if like those villains, because 2099 could go ahead and intercept them, right? Because they're not supposed to be in that universe, and they went over there. What if 2999 actually intercepted them and actually brought them there? Like, bro, like this is really a build up to the whole Spider-Man, like the entire like Spider-Man multiverse, universe basically. Um, you know, uh, but yeah, bro, like this movie was definitely like 100 out of 10. Like I think this is definitely one of the better Spider-Man movies, if not the best Spider-Man movie out of all the Spider-Man movies that came out. I mean, like for me, I don't care. Like it's animation and like obviously live action does get more points for me, but and this animation movie really, really like I think this is the best Spider-Man movie, bro, out of all of them. Like no doubt.
No, I think so too. Bro, anyone that says there's not, they don't
Eh,
know cinema, bro.
For real,
They
they don't
don't
know
they don't know
cinema.
peak cinema.
They don't know cinema. They don't know storyline. They don't know animation, creativity, bro. Like this is like honestly, if you say this No Way Home was better, bro, you just love cameos. That's all I gotta say. If you say No Way Home was better, you just love cameos. That's it. You only go to the movies to see cameos, bro. You don't like the storyline. You don't even know what Miles Morales said to his mom. You don't remember none of that. You don't remember the dialogue, the relationships, none of that. This movie was definitely better than all the Spider-Man movies for sure.
There's always gonna be one hater. It's probably gonna be Jody, but
Jody gave it a B,
still.
bro.
Oh yeah, I mean, of
He-
course he gave it a B.
I was like, bro, what? Like what, dog? Like, did you see what just happened, bro? Like, and the scene. Let's talk about the scene where at the end of the movie with his uncle and like how he thought he was in the right universe, and the scene, like the way they made the scene, the way they created the scene where they had the audience thinking that he was in the right universe, and at the
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? Like that was like, yo, like damn, bro, like you know what I mean? Like that was like wow, a wow, that was amazing. Like the way they made us feel like they were all in the same universe. How Gwen was actually outside of his room. You know what I'm saying? How Gwen um kicked Ben Riley back to the Spider Society and literally took out his watch. I thought they were in Miles' like actual universe, right? But Miles
Hmm.
wasn't. Well, they were in Miles' actual universe, but Miles wasn't in his. So like I was like, yo, like this shit really like caught me for sure. And just leads off as that, man. It leads off as that. And let's talk about the Porto Morales.
That Puerto Rican, he said Puerto Morales. Yeah, yeah, bro. He was Dominican. He was not Puerto Rican, bro.
I mean, the minute, nah. Oh yeah,
No,
he was. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Chill, chill, chill.
he's Dominican.
That man was straight Dominican, bro. the way he had his hair braided and shit, bro. But yeah, the playlist was fire too. The songs in this movie was lit.
Soundtrack of the year. That's what I'm thinking.
You think so? I mean, it's
I
too
think
early
so.
right now. I
It
think
ain't too early, bro. Like it's set. It's
it's.
done. My mind is made up. But
It,
you
it,
think Transformers gonna have a better
oh
soundtrack than
hell
this?
no, hell
Exactly.
no,
What are you
hell
talking
no,
about?
hell
It's done. You think the Flash gonna have a better
no,
soundtrack
no,
than this? Nah,
hell
bro.
no.
It's done.
Definitely
It's
soundtrack of
done.
the year then. Definitely soundtrack of the year.
It's soundtrack of the year.
M-
Nothing's competing.
Metro Boomin really,
Made it boom. No
yeah, Metro
pause.
Boomin and all the features, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like ah, I might go see. I'm gonna go see it again tonight. Probably. I don't know, man. I just like I'm just like you know, like this movie really hit home, bro. As you could tell, I'm a big Morales fan, bro. Big Spider-Man fan. This guy right here, big 2099 fan, bro. We're
Yeah,
copping
man.
out. Yo, you know what was crazy too? When his mom
What?
was like, when his mom in the other universe was like, "Yo, what are you talking about? Like, you talking about Comic Con?" I was like, "Yo."
Say who's Spider Man?
She's like, "Who's Spider Man? You talking about Comic Con or something?" I was like, "Yo, like it was so woke too. Like the movie was woke. Like it was just like it's not one of those agenda movies. Like lately, we've been getting a lot of agendas, bro. Push. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole there was an agenda in in one of the movies that we reviewed, and I was like, bro, I was tight. I it
Wait,
was last.
what?
It was one of the movies that was last year, bro. Oh no, I don't remember which one it was, but like this movie was it was amazing. Like you'd walk out the movie theater like mind blown. You would probably stay in the movie theater until the screen turns black because you thought like you need more. We are getting the part 2 next year, March 29th, 2024. That's the exact date that we're gonna get it. That's a day one. We'll be seeing that shit March 28th, right? We're getting the review out. Probably do like a whole like we're trying to grow this thing. So like probably do like a Discord thing right after. We're trying to grow this Monitor Matter, brand up. So, or
Blue ass Spider Man, bro.
bro, you Blue Panther, bro.
Oh God.
Man said, what did she say? Blue Garfield or some shit? I don't know. I don't know. But and then Gwen. Let's talk about Gwen. Cause at the beginning of the movie, when he was the so her dad was the captain, right? Or was gonna be captain, correct?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
and what happened was he didn't know that his daughter was Spider Gwen, right? Of the Spider Man of his universe, right? And they were like basically had a warrant, not a warrant. They basically had a warrant of arrest for her, right? Like they wanted to take her in, and bro, like imagine like you're literally like pulling a gun at your own daughter, like, but you don't even know that's your daughter, and then like she takes off her mask and he still tries to take her in, bro. Like, you know how much trust like you lose within your like family, like you know how like how like heavy that scene was when like your own pops is pulling a gun at you, but he doesn't know that you're trying to do good for this world. Like you're doing half of his job basically, and he thinks that you're the villain. He thinks that you killed your best friend, and tries to take you in afterwards and you have a choice and she ends up leaving, like bro, that that hits home, bro, like for real. Like I thought the movie started out a little bit like during those scenes it probably for me like it was a little slow, but it was great scenes like that. That's something that we needed, but um we ended up wanting more. I mean, I like Emmanuel said, I could stay in that movie theater the whole day, bro. Could have watched a 10-hour movie. I could have. I don't care, bro. And the comic books, dude, the comic books, bro. They were just slapping comic books after comic book after comic book. Like they just, it was just great pop culture, bro. great culture within this movie, man. I might have to cop them all, but shit was lit, bro.
That's OD.
What you gotta say? Got anything else?
Nah, man.
Just waiting for next year, bro.
I feel so far away, but it's actually gonna go by like so fast.
Bro, my screen turn off, bro? Oh, we're good.
Because doesn't Batman, the new Batman, come out in 2024 too?
2025, I think.
Oh shit, yeah, that's a grip away.
Yeah, I think it's 2025 or I don't know. I think Superman is 2025. I don't know when Batman is. I don't know if it's the same year. I think it's the year
Mhm.
after. But we do have a couple movies lined up right now. We got The Flash, got Transformers. I don't think they're gonna outdo this movie though. Like I don't. I really see.
Nah.
I'm really saying this movie is definitely movie of the year.
The
Hundred
only movie that could outdo Across the Spider Verse is Beyond the Spider Verse. Like
percent.
that's the only movie that could outdo it. Its own movie, bro.
Bro. I I'm just waiting to see what happens because like this whole situation with his dad, bro. It's just like, damn, like you're in the wrong universe. Spot's heading back to your universe to get your dad, and like, how the hell are you gonna get back to like this? Like the Spider Society, Spider Gwen, they're like that group. Where he's gonna have to like do something to. I feel like that they're gonna end up having to like save his dad, but like
Mhm.
they're gonna mess something up within the timeline for sure. I don't know what it's gonna be, but for sure, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I don't know. Just know that I'm ready for this. I'm ready for. I feel like next year though they're gonna like cross over. Like they're gonna have him live action at the end of the movie. I have
Nah,
a feeling. I have a feeling. Not at the end of the movie. Like at the end of the movie, but like he's gonna be in like the live action universe and be like, where am I at? Like you know what I'm saying? Like some crazy. I have a feeling. I just have a feeling because you got Secret Wars coming up, and then you got like the whole Gambino thing with Prowler. Like I think, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Just go see the movie.
at that
Movie of the
point,
year.
just go see the movie for yourself.
Go see the movie. That's it. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Make sure you guys go like, comment, subscribe. Spider Verse, 100 out of 10. Best Spider-Man movie. Best movie since me personally. I think this is the best movie since Infinity War came out. Right? You did have like Batman. Certain movies like
I
Batman.
think Batman's number two,
Yeah,
but Spider Verse like number one.
Batman is number two for sure. Spider-Verse number one though. Like it just hit hard, bro. Like dialogue, relationships, dialect, animation, action scenes, lessons. Like you could pull like so much stuff and so much strings out this movie, bro. So like, yeah, I mean that's basically it, guys. You guys already know what to do. Make that's it.